Hey, it's Sifa. I'm going to talk about something really, really dark today because it came up in just some poetry I was writing. For some reason, I started writing about these experiences that I had when I was 17 in a pro-suicide forum. And it really just got me thinking about, looking back, and I don't know, I just felt like it would be a good video to make. So, basically, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold this. Okay. So basically what happened is that, I'm trying to think how I even found out about it. I think what happened is that I was just like searching for suicide methods, and I came across a pro-suicide group and what I mean by that, by pro-suicide group, is a group of people online who have a forum or like a group together that talk about how to kill themselves and kind of support each other in trying to kill themselves. And yeah, it's really, 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 really fucked up. And it's, first of all, they shouldn't exist, but second of all, I was only 17 whenever I was on here. And I think it's wrong that no one, told me to leave, or no one had anything, because I was the only one that was underage there. Everyone else was like in their, late teens and 20s and 30s and 50s, and no one seemed to have a problem with me being there at 17 in a pro-suicide forum, which is very messed up, I think. But they thought that I wanted to die, and if I wanted to die, then they were gonna, they weren't gonna stand in my way, I guess, and which is what they thought was right. So I joined the group, and I learned about a lot of different ways to kill yourself. And I picked out my favorite way, and I kind of perfected it and was planning it. And then I became friends with quite a few of the members, and we would talk about regular things. We just talk about our lives, just like friends, but we'd also talk about like how to kill ourselves, and it was just really weird. And then we always had these like interventionists coming on the boards, and they would be like Christians and like, just other religious groups would come on and they'd be like, oh, you're all, going to hell because you're killing yourselves. And it was just, and then they would actually go as far as like finding people's IP addresses, like underage people, and like hacking and finding their IP addresses, and then like calling their parents and like ratting them out. And like one girl actually, like, this happened like right before I got there. She was underage. I think she was like 16, and she got put in a psych ward because her parents found out that she was on this board, because they like ratted her out. The interventionists ratted her out. And so I was afraid that was going to happen to me. So one of the guys in the group made a private forum for us, and they invited me to be a part of it because they knew that I couldn't be in the main group that was public. And then the administrator killed himself. And there are certain ways to prove that you are dead, and he did all of that. Because, of course, we had people come on all the time that would come and join just for attention and then kill themselves. That happened all the time. So we had ways of telling whether someone was actually dead or not, or if it was a hoax or not, and that happened many times. So basically, what happened to me is that my parents found out about the forum because I didn't clear my browser history one time, which I was very good at doing, but one time I guess I slipped and forgot to. And then I was sent to the psych ward, and my parents deleted the internet. We had no internet at my house for months. And so that kind of killed any desire of mine to be on the group, because I was like, I need the freaking internet. And I got the help that I needed, and I turned out okay. But I want to talk about some of the reasons why I think people were there. I think the most common reason that people were there is because they were thinking about killing themselves, and they think about killing themselves a lot. And they may or may not actually do it, but they just want people that understand what it's like to want to die. So not everyone there was like actively going to kill themselves or anything. They may just want people that understand what it's like to die, to want to die. And then there are people there that blatantly wanted attention. They just wanted to complain and wanted people to pity them. And people that would pretend to kill themselves, and then, you know, the mourning brother would come on, and the brother would come on and like berate us all for helping them. I don't know, it's just weird. And then but then there were some people on there who just wanted a little bit of company while they prepared to kill themselves, a little family who understood why they were wanting to die. But none of these reasons are good reasons. These are all horrible reasons to be on this site. And you know, it's a terrible, terrible, dark place. And I cannot even imagine how I was ever in the frame of mind to be in a place like this. And it really was probably the rock bottom of my entire life, was when I was 17 and I was on the pro-suicide forums. Definitely the rock bottom of my life, because of mostly of this group. You know, it's very, and it's just, I don't know what else to say. If you guys have any questions, if you want me to talk about pro-ana groups or pro-self-injury groups, I can talk about that too, because I was also part of those forums. But anyway, thanks. Sorry this was so morbid. Bye.